New York, big city of dreams.
I'm coming straight out.
New York, big city of dreams.
NYC.
What's going on? This is Ellis from Nick of Time Show here, giving you that Knicks talk just in the nick of time. And it's time to celebrate, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks had an up and down week. We won a couple, we lost a couple, but we are here to talk about it, man. And I'm joined today by my guy, Mr. Reliable, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy with the stats and the facts.
Ryan G's in the building.
Damn right, he's in the building. All right, and it's been an eventful week, man. We seen some things. The Knicks beat up on the Cavs. We won one to the Bulls. We lost one to the Bulls. We seen playing time fluctuate. We seen people fall out the rotation. We seen minutes get cut. We seen games that we could have won that fell away at the wayside of the last second. We seen it all this week. It's been an eventful week, but I will start this episode by saying the Knicks and our fans, you know, we've been looking for this technical big three. Right.
Yeah.
And maybe not a big three per se is forming, but a formidable three is taking shape, and maybe we just have to add water, you know, sprinkle some seeds, and wait to see if things develop. Am I crazy in thinking this or not?
I mean, if you look at the three players, you know, we're talking about, all those players are young, and especially two of those players, you know, they're at the like real early stages of their career. So the possibilities are endless to how these three players can develop if you keep them together.
Exactly. If we keep them together.
Yeah,
and there's one player
yeah.
that's still on the fence. He's not as young as these guys, Julius Randle, but
Yes.
he's an all-star guy. Look, he's looking like an all-star this year. He's averaging 27 points. Ryan, he's shooting 39% from the three-point line. Ryan, put some respect on this man's name, goddammit.
Yo,
39%. Y'all thought it was a fluke?
Like I said.
Come on, man.
Like I said, that's why I dropped the no, and now I call him Handle Randall.
Yeah,
that's why I'm giving his respect. Like, yo, he's balling this season. He's definitely balling.
Oh my, 22 points per game, 10.9 rebounds, 6 assists, 39% from three.
Which is crazy to me, but Julius Randle shooting 39% from three. That's crazy.
Yeah, we didn't have to spend no money on Bertans. We didn't have to be paid for no stretch forward. No, what we needed was right here, man. He's right here. So I'm gonna just start off by giving Julius Randle a little bit of praise. Hashtag NBA Allstar, hashtag Julius Randle.
Definitely, you know, matter of fact, speaking of, you know, Julius Randle being voted for the All-Star game, you know, your man Charles Barkley actually gave Julius Randle props inside the NBA because they were showing the voting so far for, you know, after the first week of voting for the NBA All-Star game, and Julius Randle, I think, was 8th among NBA frontcourt players. And Charles Barkley was looking at the list. And he was like, Sabonis and Julius Randle should be higher. They should be all-stars this season. I was like, word, Charles Barkley?
Let's go. That's what's up, Charles. Give me some love. Because
I was like, word? Exactly. I was like, what? He's actually giving the Knicks players some props? I was like, say word.
Man, listen, he's been doing it well. And look, if you're looking at cleaning the glass stats, you can see where the efficiency is growing from, man. Like, it, ironically, the rim points has dropped from the 19th to 17th percentile, but I think it's because inside is still cluttered. But the mid-range game is not dead, and is doing our players like Julius Randle and RJ Barrett justice right now. Okay, that's where he's getting his bread and butter right now. Right now, he's in the 83 percentile in the long mid-range game.
Okay,
right, and also that corner three that Tom Thibodeau he focused on, 87th percentile in power forwards from the corner three.
Okay,
shooting
Julius.
52%. Put some respect on this man's name.
Okay, Julius. Okay, we see you, man. We see you.
Exact. You see, man, and we're not even gonna we have to mention too. The passing has gone up 6 assists in game. His passing percentage has gone up. His overall three has gone up. He shoots 40% from overall three. Man, this corner three, 52% from the corner three, man. Taking corner Kev's spot, man. Rip corner Kev. And we'll get to that later. and not only that, Ryan, the thing that's been keeping Randle from being, the guy, from having, just empty stats to winning stats is the defense.
Yeah, of course.
And the Knicks are, I believe, is 9 points better with him on the floor than off, and our nine defensive. The defensive rating goes up 9 points, I believe, when he is on the floor versus off. So
yeah, and I also believe that he's also averaging his best defensive rating this season as well.
Exactly. He's averaging his best defensive rating, so it's not just empty stats. It's not just scoring. It's not just passing. It's every single thing, and you got to give Julius Randle his props, man. He put in the work over the summer. He stopped drinking wine. He's gone into even better shape. Julius Randle, NBA All-Star. That's all I got to say. Anything to add?
Yes, sir. Nah, you said everything, man. Julius Randle got to be an All-Star this season. He's drastically improved in pretty much every category, and this man is the reason why the Knicks are where they are at the moment, hanging on to that 8th, 9th spot at the moment, Going into the season, we didn't even think the Knicks really had a shot at the playoffs like that. And look, Knicks are balling, and one of the main reasons is Julius Randle.
Definitely. Exactly. And it's one of those things where, Ryan, if we can get consistent production from, I'm going to say it, the point guard position, Ryan, if we can get consistent production and scoring from the point guard position, along with RJ's already producing, I think we'll be in a different spot.
Oh, most definitely.
Which brings me to Immanuel Quickley, okay? Because Immanuel Quickley as well, he's been balling the last 6 games, 18.7 points per game, 42% from 3. Woo!
Okay.
43% in field goal percentage. Rookie stuff, but still,
yeah. It'll come around.
It'll come around, but still not bad for a rookie. Still not bad. Still not bad. 3.2 assists. I know you have some more stats you want to add to that, stats and facts, man, from IQ.
Yeah. Matter of fact, here's some stats among NBA rookies first and foremost. So at the moment, Quickley is 3rd in scoring. And basically, if you look at the top 4, he's basically up there with the top 3 picks. Anthony Edwards leads with 13.6 points per game. Mm-hmm. Then Wiseman is 3rd. No, Wiseman is 4th with 12.2 points per game, and LaMelo Ball is 2nd with 12.7 points per game. So the fact that you see him up there with basically the top 3 picks in the draft says something. And right now, like, when it comes to rookies, he's definitely one of the top performing rookies at the moment, and he's really making a strong case for him to be named Rookie of the Year. So, and then on top of that, he in 4th quarter scoring, he's also ranked 18th at the moment in the NBA.
Let's go in the NBA, sir.
In the NBA, so I mean that's amazing right there too. He's averaging like 6 points per game in the 4th quarter. So not only is he establishing himself as one of the top rookies in the league, but he's also establishing himself as a 4th quarter killer. And when he's in the game, he gets buckets in the 4th quarter.
Yo, this year's Donovan Mitchell. I said this last show, Ryan. This year's Donovan Mitchell. Who? It couldn't be us, man. All y'all teams who passed up on Immanuel Quickley, shame on y'all.
Exactly.
I missed the diamond in the rough.
Word.
I love it, man. And it's funny because when I interact with certain people on Twitter, right, Ryan? Mm-hmm. And we have our thing going where it's the Cavs watch, right? Not the Cavs watch, it's the Mavs watch, right?
Yeah, the Mavs watch, and they lost last night too. Again, the Warriors smacked them.
They did. Hold on, let me hit the button. Let me hit the ooh button for that one, for that loss. Y'all lost. All right. So with the Mavs losing, you know how we do. We gotta troll a little bit because we traded KP, and we still feel a certain type of way. And we do our little thing. Hashtag Mavs fade for Cade.
Yes.
So I did my thing. Ooh, Dallas lost. Hashtag Mavs fade for Cade. Somebody goes, hold up, Ellis. If we're fading for Cade, wouldn't Cade be in Quickley's way? Things that make you go, And then you start to think, And then I start to look around the Knicks discussion streets.
Yeah.
And there's a discussion going on, Ryan, about Immanuel Quickley and him not being a real point guard. Because, he when he came in this league, everybody was like, he's a shooting guard. He plays off ball.
Yeah.
He's not a real point guard. And for me, he seems like he's playing okay. And he's doing well at the point guard spot. But certain people don't really see him being a real point guard. They might point to his assist percentage being low. They might also point to his 3.2 assists a game not being there. And they'll also see the flow of the offense isn't, it seems like he just guns a lot. And some people feel like the full offense stops when he's in the game, despite his production. It's how do you perceive this, Ryan?
I'll say this, Immanuel Quickley, I do think he can play the point guard. I don't think that he's a player that you would be like, nah, he's strictly a shooting guard, whatever the case may be. If anything, you could say he's probably a combo guard.
Right.
He could play the point guard, he could play the shooting guard. And I've seen him do some things where I'm he has point guard capabilities. I've seen him run pick and roll pretty well before.
Facts.
I've seen him, run the pick and roll and feed it to the big man when he rolls to the basket, or have the smarts to take the shot when the big man's not open. So he shows smart plays. Is he the type of guy where he has the amazing court vision where he's gonna drive to the basket consistently and pop it out to different players on the wide open for three and things like that? And he's not really that type of player. But as for the point guard role, I see him as a pretty decent point guard. To me, he's more of a scoring point guard.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a lot of those in the NBA where their assists aren't going to be that high, but they can score from the point guard position and they don't really affect the offense like that. And my thing is that okay, is it to the point where I'd be okay, there's no need to bring in another point guard? No, because I feel like he could probably play alongside a point guard who's more of a, pass first point guard and can set up players and things like that. Because like I said, Quickley is a guy that he has multiple skill sets. He's not just one type of player. So I wouldn't be opposed to bringing in a point guard, to play alongside Quickley. But at the same time, I feel like he could do well in the point guard position. So, to me, I see him as a combo guard. You can put him at the 1 or the 2, but I don't know. Those are my thoughts about him.
You know what I'll say about that, Ryan? I'll say with the combo cards discussion, I do see what you're saying. He can play multiple positions, but my worry is, especially at the NBA level, when a guy is 6'3", and you ask him to play kind of an off-guard position, you better make sure that lead guard is 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I love Toronto, and sometimes they'll do that combo guard thing too, and we talked about that on his program. But sometimes I feel like it's to their detriment on the defensive end. Of course. Good as a reputation as Quickley has as being a defender when he's in college, it's a little bit different when you're in the NBA, despite his long wingspan and all that.
Yeah, exactly. And then a good example of that is Cleveland, because Cleveland starts 2 small guards on the backcourt in Garland and Sexton, and they be getting killed from other teams, because they got 2 small cards on the backcourt. So
exactly. Word to RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett gave Garland the business. Business. He too little. And matter of fact, so did Immanuel Quickley. Both of them hit him on 20 plus in that game. So shout out to both.
Exactly. I tweeted 2 during the game. I was like, yo, we need to call a coroner because this dude Garland getting killed out there, yo.
Exactly. Funeral for this man. Yeah.
Word.
Oh yeah, but you know what too, Ryan? I'll also say this. Our coach has a lot to do with the way Quickley is playing, right? And even I'll go back to our argument over the Elfrid Payton good shot, bad shot argument, right? If you haven't seen that, I go back in the archives, not even that far, and watch our argument over good shot, bad shot by Elfrid Payton. And you guys' argument was that that Tom Thibodeau tells his guards to shoot more when they're open. And that's why Elfrid Payton shot that shot, even though in my mind I'm like, that's a bad shot. Because, right?
Yeah.
Also, in the beginning, he quickly had an 8 assist game way early. He was passing up shots. I do believe that the coach is encouraging him to shoot it more as well. If he's telling Elfrid Payton to shoot it,
he's definitely telling Quickley to shoot
it. Absolutely. And like even these shots that he's taking where it's 3 or 4 feet behind the 3-point line, right? Like I'm not even mad at those shots on him sometimes because I kind of feel like that's part of his development. And he just has to just take those shots and see if he can hit them because if you would have told Dame and Steph Curry those are bad shots back in the day, right now you would probably call yourself crazy. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
So if he's shown the ability to make that shot, and he has done it in the fourth quarter, especially, I don't think that's necessarily a bad shot all the time. Just saying. So for people who call that a bad shot on him, I don't think it is necessarily.
Nah, it depends. It depends on when he takes the shot.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it could be a good shot, but then sometimes it's like the shot could be rushed and things of that nature. So
right.
It just depends on when he takes the shot.
Yeah, it's a little bit more nuanced. It's a little bit
exactly.
I absolutely agree with you. So what I'm saying is, Ryan, that I think the guys who were saying he's not a real point guard, I think you can't make that assumption just yet. He's still a rookie and he's still feeling his way out. And he's following Tom's instructions of shooting more. You know what I mean? And also, depending on his role too, because I feel like he's more of a gunner with the second unit and less of a gunner with the first unit. And we started to see that even more when Quickley started to play more minutes with that first unit. Thank you, Elf, for sitting down. Like he was playing more of the floor spacer role and the distributor role, and he had some nice passes. Especially that Cavs game. Woo! There was some pass where he was like among the trees, did a head fake, passed it between two people for an easy layup. So the skills are there.
Yeah, they are.
The skills are there, is what I'm saying. It's just I think he just needs more reps and a full season or 2 or 3 to say he's a point guard. But I do feel like he's shown enough to say he can be the New York Knicks starting point guard this year. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Maybe next year. Maybe. The shooting is there. He's definitely a winner. You want to add something, Ryan?
No, all I was saying is I think it's going to be next year because I think as long as Elfrid Payton is here, I don't think Tim Thibodeau's giving up that starting spot. So
I don't get okay. You know what really grinds my gears, Ryan? Me. This is what grinds my gears. Speaking of Elfrid Payton and love, and this is my pet peeve, Tom Thibodeau in general, and I think I've said this in many different instances on the show. But here's another example of this. It's the last game. Knicks versus the Bulls. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Immanuel Quickley. 18th in the NBA in fourth quarter scoring.
Yeah.
Hits a couple of threes. Right?
Yeah.
He gets a turnover because he over dribbles in the fourth quarter.
Uh-huh.
Tom Thibodeau calls times out, puts him on the bench. Doesn't come back in again.
I know why Thibodeau did it though. I don't think it was because like the fact that, he made a turnover or whatever the case may be, it's because Payton was playing good in the first half, and he was like, what? Yeah, so I think in Thibodeau's mind, he's like, you know what? Since Payton was playing good in the first half, this is the game to put Payton in the fourth quarter. And then he saw Quickley do that turnover, and then he got worried. So he's like, okay, you know what? Okay, Payton, come back. All right, Payton, you actually played good this game, so I'm gonna put you back in the game. I think that's what happened there.
You know what, Ryan, and you know what, you're right. You're right. That's probably exactly what happened. But it just to me, I don't know. It just seems like it's always a quick trigger with the young guys and more of a the veterans in general. So even if it might be warranted, I'll still be like really. Like this
no. Trust me. Like when I saw that, when I saw that, I was like, "Yo, why is he taking Quickley out the game and put it back in Elfrid Payton?" and then on top of that, it was like when Elfrid Payton came back in the game, the lead was starting to dwindle down. I was like, "Oh hell no!"
Exactly. And they were like, "20, put it back, switch it again." Exactly. Because in that game, Ryan, before he made that mistake, he still hit like a clutch 3 that game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So he's still producing. Now. Contrast, Ryan. Austin Rivers.
Mm-hmm.
How did Austin Rivers play that game, man? Do you remember that game? How did Austin Rivers play?
I'm trying to...
You know what? Forget that game. How has Austin Rivers been playing in general?
Austin Rivers is pretty much hit and miss. He's been missing more than hitting, but... He's pretty much hit and miss right now. Like he'll have that one game that just pops up in the blue where he's just hot, on fire, crazy, like streaking.
One every
and he'll
5
just
games or so. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Then he'll have his like normal like 7-point games, 6-point games, 8-point games where he'll hit 1 or 2 shots, but then he misses the majority of them.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, like he's up and down, but more down than up though lately.
Yeah, more down and up. So Austin Rivers, I think he had like 2 points that game.
Yeah,
I think he had 2 points that game. He also made mistakes that game. Finishes the game.
Like I said,
finishes the game.
I don't know, man.
Finishes the game. Which brings me to my next conversation, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Winning versus development.
Yeah.
Right? As of now, even that's debatable. Even that title of this whole debate is debatable. Winning, right? Because the players that he's keeping in, are they helping us win?
It's hard to say at the moment, man. It's hard to say at the moment because I mean, okay, like the Knicks did hang on and win the game against the Bulls, but it was like once Payton was back in the game, there were Rivers in the backcourt and this and that. It was like everything just started collapsing, and he got worried because it's like, damn, like we had Quickley in the game. Quickley's one of the like he's top 20 in fourth quarter scoring. You take him out of the game, you put back in Payton, and you're just trying to ride these veterans when it's like. The veterans are the one making this game slip at the moment, so it's like,
right,
yeah, but with this whole development and I understand both sides. I'll say this because, okay, with development now, you have Knox, you have Frank, 2 guys that have shown that at times they can be on. You know what I mean, like. Sometimes Knox is hitting his shots from 3, especially that corner 3.
Right.
Frank, one thing from Frank, you'll always get good defense from Frank, if anything.
Right.
And Frank has shown, I think, recently that his shooting has improved, so he'll knock in a couple threes for you and things of that nature.
Right.
But also at the same time, I'm like, as much as I would love to give them minutes, I kind of understand as to why Thibs probably doesn't give them the playing time that we would love them to have, because I think what Thibs is trying to show them is like, if you want playing time, you have to be consistent. Like I have to trust you that when I put you in the game, you're gonna give me something every night. And to be honest about it, Knox lately, at least when Knox has been in the game, Knox, like I read his stats the previous time I was on the podcast. like the last 8-9 games, Knox has been stinking it up. So I think Thibs got to a point where he's like, you know what, I cannot rely on you to give me a certain production every night, so I'm gonna take you out the game. And with Frank, like Frank to me is a different story because before Frank got hurt, Frank actually had a good game. But then since he got hurt for an extended period of time, he lost his spot in the rotation. And it's like, okay, I understand it, but it's like you have to at least give the man credit that he at least was playing good before the injury. Like, why not throw him into a game to see if he could, like, you know, recapture that form?
I think yes, and yes. When you're looking at Elfrid Payton and you're looking at Austin Rivers, you're going, there's a chance for some young players to get some minutes here. If the veterans aren't doing what they're supposed to do, because supposed to be next man up. There are specific plays that both of these guys did this week that grinded my gears, Ryan. That grinded and pissed me off. I yelled at the screen. I see these. I'm a fan. I do this pod, but I'm a real fan. I scream when I see dumb shit.
Yeah, I know.
And one of those plays had to do with, one was Immanuel Quickley. I believe it was the first Bulls game, right? Immanuel Quickley. He shot one of his threes, like his heat check threes.
Yeah.
Austin Rivers, he was open. He was open in the corner, and he was upset. And I get it. He was open in the corner. He was upset. But because he was upset, he didn't really hustle back on defense. And then the other team scored.
Yeah.
And he like exacerbated the problem by not playing defense. And I was just like, okay, I get it. You're pissed, but
you still gotta get back on defense.
You still gotta get back.
Yeah.
Tom calls the timeout. Pissed. See him steaming through the mask.
Yeah.
Timeout. Screams. Times back in. Austin Rivers is still in the game.
And if that was a rookie, he would have been sitting on the bench.
Exactly. What I'm saying is, listen, if somebody's gonna hit threes or miss threes and not play defense, put Knox in.
Yeah.
Put Knox in. Put Knox in that damn corner. If that's how you feel about it.
Yeah.
And the same thing goes for Elfrid Payton. Elfrid Payton has 3-4 bad games, scores 2 points, plays okay defense.
Yeah.
Hey, I know a guard who can play pretty good defense and not scoring pick 2, but has a better chance at hitting a 3 than Elfrid Payton does. On top of that, Ryan, have you noticed that RJ Barrett has been leading more of the offense lately?
Yeah, the ball's been in his hands more, yeah.
Remember last week I said he's been starting every first and third quarter with the ball in his hands making plays. And he's been, all those plays have been lobs to Mitch. Now those playmaking minutes are being extended.
Yeah.
And Elfrid Payton's job has been to be in the corner a lot more lately.
Yeah.
Who do I know who's on this team who's in the top of the league at left corner threes?
Frank.
And plays defense.
Frank.
So if we're not going to use Frank as a playmaker, but a spot-up shooter who can play situational defense and make plays on occasion, isn't that Frank's perfect role?
Exactly, because a lot of times when Frank does run point guard, like Frank usually does give up the ball to either Julius Randle or RJ Barrett or somebody, and it just goes into the corner.
And that's what's happening right now. So even if you don't want to start IQ because you want him to stay with the second unit,
yeah,
this is the perfect opportunity to start Frank. And for all you guys who's like, Jay Ellis is bugging, he's a Frank lover. I'm not saying that Frank is your prototypical starter. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that his role is perfect for this situation. Even if IQ gets more minutes, right? I can still say start Frank, have Frank play 15 minutes a game, have IQ play 30 minutes, but stagger the minutes so IQ can come in earlier and still play with that first unit and the second unit. Like, it can, like, to me, it seems like this is the situation that's perfect for Frank's role. But
yeah, pretty much. And I mean, to be real about it, like I can't see him giving either Knox or Frank minutes unless it's like a blowout situation where it's like, okay, you know, there's either the Knicks is blowing out somebody or the Knicks are getting blown out and there's no chance that the other team can come back or the Knicks can come back. And then he's like, okay, you know, I'm putting you, you know, the bench dudes and now, you know, y'all can get, you know, some playing time, whatever the case may be. Like Thibs, to me, he's stubborn, man. Like I can't see him being like, you know,
see it either.
You know, when the Knicks are close in the game and he's like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna give Knox some minutes here, I'm gonna give Frank some minutes here and see how they do. Like I can't see it.
I can't see it either, man. And he said it himself. He said it can change because he said those guys, you know, they're in for situational minutes. Situations.
Yeah,
I've seen some situations.
Yeah, they weren't putting the game.
They weren't putting the game. I see some situations, and they still on that bench. I have some memes in mind I wanted to post, but I'm holding them out. I'm gonna hold them out. But this brings me to my other question, Ryan, about development versus winning. Because it seems like Tom is prioritizing winning, which we kind of knew was going to happen. But now that we're watching it, like I like what he's doing, but it still annoys the hell out of me. You know?
Yes.
I guess my question is like, should these guys take the DSJ route
and go to the G League? I mean, to be honest about it, I think Frank should go because to me, it seems like Frank's gonna be buried on the bench. So it's like, okay, if you're gonna be buried on the bench, then you might as well go to the G League and see what you can do.
Yeah.
As for Knox, I don't know. Like he's out of the rotation at the moment. Maybe there might be a chance for him to try to sneak back in, but yeah, at this moment, it's like, look, if you're gonna be buried on the bench and you're not gonna get no type of playing time whatsoever, it's like you might as well just go to the G League and just perform there and try to prove to these coaches that you can still ball.
Yeah, man. Like if you're not at least gonna get 5 to 10 minutes in the game when the bet messes up badly, then it's like if someone's not injured, it just seems like he's just not gonna look your way.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. So it makes me believe like that ship is sailing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's trade time. Shout out to Fritz, who just wrote an article and he ranked our top assets. Definitely check that article out on thenicktimeshow.com. All right. And definitely comment and stuff. And shout out to our writers, too. We hit 7,000 views, man, on our website, man. 7,000 views on our website. So y'all killing it. Shout out to Mikey. Shout out to Ken, Rob, Ryan for starting this ground up. Shout out to you.
Yes, sir. and yo, look, I'm gonna come back soon. I just gotta get something. I just gotta get some things in order first. But I'm gonna come back soon.
If Ryan returns with the game recast with the on top of it, I'm calling it right now. We're gonna be like one of the best top trafficked websites in period. I'm just saying.
Word.
Right. Don't let Ryan come back. It's a wrap. All right. Don't let Ryan come back. It's a wrap. All right, cool. So yeah, where was I going with this?
Oh yeah, with the development minutes and you know more so Frank than Kevin because at least Kevin knows that he'll be back next season. So there's not a necessity for Kevin to really go to the G League. Mm-hmm. But like for example, like Dennis Smith Jr. already knows like his time is up in New York. Right. So it's like you might as well just go to the G League and show what you can do. And I'm feeling like the same. I feel like the same is true for Frank. Like I feel like Frank's time in New York is pretty much done as well. So it's like, you know what, just go to the G League, show what you can do, and you know, show other teams that, you know what, I can be a viable part to your team. I can still ball. So
I feel you. And shout out, yeah, you don't know, man. It is trade season. This is what I was thinking. It's trade season. And you don't know who can be throw-ins. You don't know who can be dealt. And when guys aren't getting minutes like Frank, DSJ, and Kevin Knox, you can't help but wonder if these guys will be in trade discussions with other teams moving forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what? Let's talk about some trades that you've been hearing around the horn, man. Let's talk about it, man. What's a good place to start, Ryan? Where do you want to start?
I think maybe we should probably discuss Victor Oladipo because that's like I think that's one of like the main targets that they've been talking about recently.
Yeah. It seems like the Victor Oladipo situation is heating up a little bit, or at least he just stayed in the news. Like, even though he's playing well, it just seems like the rumors have been that he still wants to be moved. They're still going to move him. And, you know, he's playing all right? He's averaging around 20 points a game.
Yeah, 20.8 points per game.
Mm-hmm.
His shooting percentage is not too good, though. He's shooting 39%, basically 40% from the field, 31% from three. So he is showing a bit of rust. He's averaging 5.1 assists per game, which is pretty good.
That's pretty, you know, especially for a guard, like a shooting guard and a point guard, really.
Yeah, exactly. So he's showing some playmaking ability, which is good. His shooting is a bit off, but I feel like that's probably due to, you know, him just recently coming back from injury and him trying to find back his rhythm and things like that. So I think that's the reason why his shooting is low at the moment. But I mean, Victor Oladipo's intriguing. You know, if you can definitely get him on a sign-in train, probably, because I know that this is the last year of his contract. He's entering free agency. It might be a risk. It might be a risk that's worth it, especially if you believe that he's going to find his form again and get back to the Indiana Pacers Oladipo.
Right, the Indiana Pacers. You know what? The Indiana Pacers Oladipo is the site, right? Because if you're trading for him right now, it's kind of like you're betting that he'll return to that form.
Yeah,
that's really what it is. But even this form isn't that bad.
It's not that bad.
Here is my issue. All right, so at his peak, he shot. Let's see what he was 23 points a game, 37% from three was his peak.
Yeah,
he shot that like one season. We've always said we need floor spaces on this team. So if we do have him, you know, we have another guy who might be iffy on a 3-point percentage.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. He would definitely be an upgrade over Reggie Bullock, though.
Oh, huge upgrade.
Yeah. So there might be a way to make it work depending on what we give up. But then you're just thinking, all right, cool. What's the lineup? At that point, you know, it will be, I guess what? Maybe you're thinking Quickley, Oladipo, Barrett,
yeah.
Randle, Mitch.
And Mitch. Yeah, I mean, that pretty much sounds like the starting lineup right there.
That definitely sounds like the starting lineup right there. And
yeah,
you just wonder about if it's a fit too. I think that's the other part. You wonder about the ball dominance between Quickley, Randle, Barrett, and Oladipo. Like, but all these guys seem to work well with the ball in their hands.
Yeah, even though I don't think Oladipo's ball dominant though. Like, I think Oladipo plays. Oladipo can play off ball if necessary. So I mean, you're gonna have to worry about like Randle, Barrett, Quickley. Like, basically, how you gonna spread the ball amongst those four players? You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And
if that's the case, I might even want to start Quickley at that point. I don't know. I still want maybe a low usage shooting point guard, or maybe Quickley can play that role of the starting unit if he wants to. But I still feel like that might be the move with a team like that, you know, who can all like playmaking in multiple positions. I mean, playmaking in multiple positions is a good look. I will say that. Like, multiple playmakers is great because you can't really key in one person. Somebody can just attack a mismatch whenever they want to. And Victor Oladipo, he draws a lot of fouls too, so it could work out. It could definitely work out.
Yeah, I definitely feel like a point guard that is definitely pass first is going to have to definitely play with that lineup. Like, it can't be a point guard that looks for his own shot.
Exactly. So it's like, who are you giving up? How is the price? Like, are they still wanting the farm for it? Are they going to want it first? And some players.
Well, the thing with the Rockets is that I feel like, at least based on the moves the Rockets have made in trades so far, like, I feel like the Rockets are trying to build assets, but at the same time still have a formidable team. Because if you look at the players, like they have John Wall, they have Christian Wood, they have Eric Gordon, so it's like they still have a pretty good team. It's just just that they're also trying to build for the future as well. So I feel like if they're going to give up Oladipo, you're definitely sending a pick the other way.
Yeah, it's definitely a pick. But what players? I saw some site say, "Oh, the Knicks should trade R.J. Barrett, Immanuel Quickley in a first rounder." And you're crazy.
I'm not. Are
you crazy?
I'm not giving that up for Oladipo. Nah.
Hell no.
Nah.
Bruh. Like, what? Are you serious? Do you see RJ Barrett playing? RJ Barrett, hold on. Let me just read RJ Barrett's stats these last 12 games. Just to let y'all. RJ Barrett, last 12 games, 19 points a game, 5.6 rebounds, 80% from the 3-point percentage, Ryan. 80%. 80.
Yeah.
And you know what else, Ryan? Last 12 games?
What else?
40% from 3, Ryan.
Exactly. Yo, if we propose that trade to the Rockets would accept that ASAP and run away with it.
I'm doing that if I'm a Rockets.
Yeah.
That would be dumb.
That'd be easy.
And 50% from the field, Ryan. 50% from the field. For those who were concerned about RJ Barrett not hitting threes, because he didn't shoot a lot of threes these last 2 games. He's been hitting threes in the last 12 game stretch, man. 40% from 3-point percentage. So this is a tough call. I don't know, man. I'm leaning towards no. I can see why, yes.
Yeah, I think it's just the fact that like the Knicks are in the need for a star, and then when Oladipo's been at his best, Oladipo's at least an all-star. So right. I feel that's the only need to trade for Oladipo. But I mean, me personally, like, I would rather try to like hold on to my assets and see if there's better options later on down the line than to just rush and just get Oladipo in right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like it's best to be patient, especially considering right now, Ryan, RJ Barrett, and we know he's shooting 40% from 3 right now, but his bread and butter over the last few games has been in the mid-range.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at cleaning the glass, ooh, baby. It's trending up, buddy. That little mid-range, short mid-range area is trending up, buddy. I'm starting to see orange. It was all blue in the beginning of the season. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, blue means below average.
Yeah.
Right?
Cold.
Think cold. White means average, middle of the road. Orange means, kind of above average. And the brighter orange it gets, the more above average you are. That low mid-range area for RJ Barrett is starting to trend orange for the first time. Yeah. And I do feel like him, Oladipo, and Randle operate in that same area a little bit too much.
Yeah. So
that fit working out would all depend on if Randle could keep it up from 3 to give spacing, and if RJ can keep it up as well,
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the ideal situation for them.
Yeah, not at the moment.
Not at the moment. So I'm with you, Ryan. It's intriguing. Like, I can kind of see how it might work, considering how Tom works. But it's not a super clean fit. Like, I don't know. Like, the only other way I can think about it is if we trade him to trade him later type of deal. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think I would trade Oladipo just to trade him again, though. Like, nah.
I'm with you. Now, the next trade scenario, Macri in Knicks Film School brought up, which was, what was it? Wiseman and Wiggins for Randle and Mitchell Robinson. Oh man,
it's I'll say this, like, this one at least made me think. It at least made me think, because when you look at Wiseman's stats. Like, Wiseman looks like he's going to be a star in this league because right now he's averaging 12.7 points per game, 50% from the field. He's shooting 40% from three, even though he hasn't taken much threes. I think he takes a little bit over 1 per game. The fact that he's shooting 40% from three, like, that's impressive for a big man who's a rookie. So, and then on top of that, like, he does a lot of the same things Mitch does. He can run the floor. He can finish at the rim. He can block shots. So he does a lot of the same thing that Mitch does. So it's like, is that an upgrade over Mitch? That might be an upgrade.
Maybe,
if you're seeing where Wiseman is projecting at the moment, that could possibly be an upgrade. And now when you look at Wiggins' stats, it's like, okay, what's Wiggins doing this season? 17.7 points per game. He's shooting 46% from the field, 38% from three. So it's like, okay, you're going to lose a bit of scoring because Randle is a better scorer.
Better scorer.
Yeah, yeah, that too. Randle's a better scorer. Definitely grabs more rebounds. He impacts the game more. Yeah, so it's kind of like, okay, you could possibly get an upgrade with Wiseman. You get a bit of a downgrade with Wiggins, but at the same time, it's like, I think that opens up the floor for Barrett to actually gain more of the offense and actually have the offense run more through him. So there's pros and cons here. It's not a trade where you're just like outright no. I feel like that's a trade you have to at least think about for a moment, like, and weigh the pros and cons of it.
I'm just saying. I don't see it.
You gotta weigh the pros and cons, I think.
Oh, I are they giving me picks too? Like, my thing is this: at this point, maybe it's me, but a guy who's an all-star can give you 20 impacts winning for Wiggins, and can Wiseman carry a franchise?
Well, not many bigs can carry a franchise nowadays unless you're like Nikola Jokic, who can pretty much do every damn thing on the offensive side of the ball.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what makes this Julius Randle situation interesting for me, because if I'm bringing a guy in the building who can't potentially carry a franchise or give me a pick that can help me draft a guy who can potentially carry a franchise, I'm not doing it, man. Like, that's what makes this Julius Randle thing so difficult. Because that drop. Okay, sure, you can maybe see the Wiseman to Mitch comparison, but that drop from Randle to Wiggins is a fall from grace, like, hard. And not to mention the $33 million. My man's making $33 million a year. Y'all afraid to play Julius Randle is giving $18 million a year. Y'all afraid to pay this man. Come on. He's outperforming him.
I'll
at
say
$33 million a year.
I'll say this though about Wiggins, because you have to expect Wiggins' production to drop a little bit because he played with Steph Curry and they got Kelly Oubre and all these other different pieces on the Warriors. So it's not like Wiggins is gonna like have these eye-popping stats like, you know, when he was with Minnesota. He was definitely scoring the ball much more though.
Right, so, he was at 20 a game. He was at 20 a game, but
look, I'm not saying I would pull the trigger on it. I'm just saying that it at least makes you think a little bit, like, okay, I got to think this over before I actually make a decision.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
What part did you miss? All I'm saying
I miss everything.
Okay, I have to say this: like, what's the tankathon ranking for Golden State Warriors? That's all I'm trying to say. What's the tankathon ranking? Because I'm just sitting here thinking that fall from grace from Wiggins, from Julius Randle Wiggins, is huge, man. That's like, I can already see negative 47 wins on the Knicks side. Like, Wiggins, are you Wiggins? Like, what the?
All I'm trying to say is that Wiggins is not a trash player. Like I feel like I feel like his stats have gone down because of the players he's playing with, more so than him just having.
Because he's not a playmaker.
Yeah, exactly. But more so than him just having a fall from grades. All I'm saying is that it would make me think of it just because of Wiseman,
right? Himself.
That's the only reason I would think about it. But I'm not saying I would pull the trigger on it though.
Okay. I don't know. That's a no. I don't know. That's a no for me, dog. It just seems weird to me. Did you see? Was you typing?
Oh yeah, no, I was trying to tell you in the chat that your sound was off because
I
was trying to point it and you were talking, so I was like,
yeah, I need multiple first round from Golden State.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If it's sweetened by first round picks, that'll make me think even more about it. But if it's a straight player swap, then I'm like, okay, I'll think about it. But it's like more than likely, I'm still gonna say no. But I'm saying it's at least gonna make me think a bit because they threw in Wiseman.
I feel you. All right. Yeah, as of now, Golden State's not even in the lottery. They're not even in the lottery. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, I think they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like I've seen them play. Like I think they're making the playoffs.
Yeah. 12-10. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. That trade's giving me anxiety. I get it though. Young piece, Wiseman, but is it a young piece that give you a take over a franchise? Can Wiggins take over a franchise?
Well, I mean, he definitely didn't prove in Minnesota that he could. So, and then in Minnesota, he was playing with who? Karl Anthony Towns and guys like that. So, I mean,
I hate this. I hate it here. I hate trying to make these decisions right now. I'm waiting until next season. I'm not even doing this right now. I'm not even doing this right now. I'm not making no decision on Julius Randle right now. Obi Toppin still trying to find his way, and Allstar is still not trying to pass in the ball. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Obi Toppin. The jumper was looking nice, even though he didn't get a lot.
Oh yeah, Team Jordan now. Jumpman.
Oh yeah. I'm so conflicted, man. I know Ryan rocks the Jordans and stuff, but you know me, I rock the Ewings.
Yeah.
Didn't do the Jordan thing. He signed to the enemy. I don't know. I mean, shout out to Kevin Knox and the Pumas.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if you look at the moment, I think it's a statement jersey. Like every statement jersey in the NBA got the Jumpman on it now, so it's like
sacrilegious, man. Sacrilegious. I don't even know what to do. Oh man. All right. Now, it is time for the favorite part of the show. The Ooh Picks. The Ooh Picks are the best plays of the week, and it's only has to do with Knicks basketball. So you know what? I'm gonna just get into it right now. Right? Let me kick it off. Ooh pick for me this week is going to my man IQ Immanuel Quickley. He has one of his patented moves that he's already mastered. It was in the Cavs game. He does the fake dribble handoff to the guy doing the curl play. Sees the open lane, dribbles full speed, jumps up in the air, two-handed dunk for the slam. Ooh pick central.
Yes, sir. And my ooh pick goes to the one we call Handle Randle, NBA All-Star this season. So against the Bulls, my guy was a straight flamethrower from three. Hit 3 straight threes to help propel the Knicks to that early lead in the first quarter, going to the second quarter. So I got to big up my man Julius Randle for that.
All right. Oh. Shout out to Julius Randle in those threes, lining up 39% from 3. Hold that. Stretch for it in the building. We don't need to shop it. We already got one in the building. Let's go, Julius Randle, All-Star. Let's see this man.
Yes, sir.
Going to Atlanta with James Harden and them.
Word, vote that man in.
ASAP Rocky. All right. Now it's time for the next favorite part of the show. My bad. It's the bruh picks, man. The bruh picks are usually the stupidest, dumbest plays of the week. It does not have to be Knicks related. It could be basketball related. It could be something dumb just happened in life. We just highlight it and we just talk about it. All right. I can't think of anything right now. Brumman from the fifth floor.
All right. So I gotta take over right quick. Okay, so my first bro pick goes to Derrick Rose against the Lakers. So on this play, Derrick Rose was trying to inbound the ball. It seemed like the person he was trying to inbound the ball to got covered at the last moment, so my man didn't know what to do. So my dude ended up dropping the ball out of bounds, turnover.
Bruh.
You want to trade for him?
I'm good.
Yo, people was mad. People were mad the last episode when we said we wouldn't trade for Derrick Rose. Yo, there was like he could help mentor IQ and things. That's like, but I didn't think of Derrick Rose as a mentor type of person. You know what I mean? I kind of think of that guy as like a Chris Paul or like, you know, cerebral point guard type of thing. I get it though, because he played for Tom, so maybe he can ease, you know, IQ.
Yeah, and I guess they're looking at it from the standpoint of like, you know, him being a scoring point guard, IQ being a scoring point guard as well, maybe. Even though the way they play is two different styles, though.
Right.
Like they're not really the same player, but yeah. My next pick goes to Tyler Hero and Kelly Olynyk on the Miami Heat.
Be your hero.
Yes, so there was a play when they against the Wizards earlier this week in the third quarter. Tyler Hero trying to beat the shot clock. So my dude drove to the corner three, turned around, fade away, threw it up, nothing but air. So then Kelly Olynyk got the rebound. So time was running out. My man dribbled to the other side, corner three, threw it up again. Another air ball. Shot clock violation.
Bruh.
Ryan, RJ Barrett is better. Yo, people was mad. It was talking mad smack. Oh, Hero's better than Barrett. It's like, yo, let him cook.
Yeah.
Let him cook.
Yeah.
Nothing against Hero.
Exactly. The next bro pick goes to our guy, the $200 million man, Rudy Gobert once again.
Ooh, he's the new JaVale.
I don't know. I mean, no, he's not as wild as JaVale McGee, but he's definitely doing some bro picks this season though.
Yeah, pre-appearances from the center.
Yeah, exactly. So against the Nuggets, my guy, I think he got the ball. I think it was from Donovan Mitchell. Wide open lane. He caught the ball. It was just him and the rim. My guy went up for the layup. The ball touched the front of the rim, went up. Jamal Murray got the ball, turnover.
Damn. The straight up and down, John.
Yeah, the straight up and down. At that point, it's like, yo, you 7'1", 7'2". Why aren't you just dunking that?
Just dunk it,
That's what I'm saying. Just dunk that.
2 hands for safety. It's real easy.
Exactly.
Like the way he was getting rebounds without jumping over Mitch.
Exactly. I'm like, yo, just dunk that, just man. Like, why you going for a layup?
Yeah, for real. On his Patrick Ewing. Sorry, too
exactly.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
I'm sorry. It hurt me when I said it.
Bruh. Oh man.
I'm sorry.
Patrick Ewing, we still love you, though. We still love you, but we still love you, Pat.
So, sometimes I speak before I think. I'm sorry.
Your word. My last bro pick goes to former Knick, the Snake, Kristaps Porzingis.
I'm giving the bro early.
Bruh.
Yes. So against the Jazz again, my guy had the ball. So the lane opened up. He was like, okay, it's time for an emphatic dunk. He drove into the lane, went up one-handed. The ball slipped out of his hands and banged off the backboard hard, turnover.
Bruh.
Love to see it.
Yes, love to see it. And love to see the fact that the Dallas Mavericks are losing. They got one of the 6 worst records in the NBA right now.
Wait. Hit that ooh button.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Fade for Kate.
Yes, fade for Kate. But they're fading for us though, so we don't gotta fade. They fading for us, so it's all good.
Mass fade for Kate.
Yes.
Man, if they can keep that up, that'll be a miracle. I'm not sure if they'll end up that low.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but at the moment it's looking lovely at the moment though.
Yeah, it's looking lovely at the moment. Like I said, It's the KP cycle, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Gets injured,
Yeah.
works his way back, gets a little bit better, starts to put stuff together, gets injured again. Rinse, repeat cycle.
Exactly.
We won the trade.
Yes.
All right. That is our show, guys. Sometimes you don't realize how long the show be till you start it.
Yeah, we actually hit an hour.
Yeah, we hit an hour. Look at that. Just the two of us. Hit an hour.
We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Just me and you. All right, cool. All right. So that is our show. If you love us, follow us on all social media, man. That is the KOT Show on Twitter, the Nick of Time Show on Instagram, the Nick of Time Show on Facebook. Also, we say follow us on the blog too. Check out the blog, thenicktownshow.com. Captain Merch, Captain Knox merch. Hats coming soon. Definitely got to cop that as well. And yeah, you know the vibes, man. You know this. Like, subscribe. Yo, like, share, subscribe. Helps us out tremendously.
Yes,
tremendously. You want to see us win because we want to grow this thing and bring you some cool content. All right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Ryan, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Sir G is chilling.
Sir G is chilling.
That's SIR. G is CHILLIN. And you can find me on Twitter at Sir_G is best.
That's right. Follow that man.
Yes, sir.
All right. That is our show. We out here.
Wait, hold up. Where can they find you on IG?
Oh yeah, they can find me on JLS Draws Things. So you can do that on JLS Draws Things. That's JELLIS Draws Things. No $ S, nothing like that. Just straight up like that. You want to see some drawings. You might see some shirts in the conception area, before it hits the streets on KOT. Follow me. And every now and again, I post something, and then I go dark, and then I post something again. All right?
Yes, sir.
That is it. All right, cool. That is our show.
We out.
Peace.
New York, big city of dreams.
I'm coming straight out.
New York, big city of dreams.